Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Bearded Vlog. This week I will be talking about ticket prices for gigs and certain things like that in the following. So thus, on to the intro. So, this topic came to me last week when a friend on Facebook was ranting about the ticket prices of Metallica's World Tour. The basis of the rant was questioning why people would pay, or spend, rather, that much money to see a few bands at a very crowded venue, then spend the same amount of money to go to up to two local festivals and see loads more bands, also supporting them, and get the chance to meet them. So, for the purpose of this, I'm going to go over both sides of this argument, for the pros and the cons for both of them. Because it's just going to be the most fair way to do this, because I'm trying to keep this fair. On the first point, yeah, I get where he's coming from. He plays in a band, I play in a band. Neither of our bands are going to fill out the O2 Arena. So we want people to come to our shows, come to the festivals we play at, and yes, supporting your local music scene or band is a good thing to do, and getting to meet the band is always an amazing thing. The con, and this is more for the festival side of it all, I'm not a big fan of camping. I'm not a big fan of what most festival rules are like. And with how a lot of the music seems to be going, I'm often scared to listen to new music. Especially the ones that people have a tendency to hype up. Not saying that every new artist or band or album is going to be shit. I'm just worried people are getting too soaked up in the scene. They're forgetting to listen to the music scene if the music is worth anything. Next thing you know, you got all these albums on Spotify or Spotify playlists that you just never listen to. Now, on the other side of the coin though, I've not seen Metallica live. Yet. They're one of the big... There are other big name bands who I'd like to see as well. For the point of this video, we will focus on Metallica. They're one of the biggest metal bands out there. They're one of the most influential, inspiring bands going as well. Well, okay, yes, Lars is a bit of a fucking twat who can't seem to play anything outside of 4/4 beat. And simple beats at that. And Kurt seems he can't write a solo without using a wah pedal. They're still an amazing band, even if most people believe their last good album was either the Black Album or Master of Puppets. However, yeah, they're not cheap to go and see. Tickets for their European tour next year, I had a look online, and they ranged from £83 to 270 quid for a London show, and that's per ticket, not some group ticket discount you can get when you buy for like a family ticket when you go off to a freaking theme park. And it's only roughly the minimum as well. Now, if you're lucky to live in London, not too far away from the venue that they're playing at, that's all you have to really pay. You don't have to worry about other things like that unless, you know, freaking merchandise and things like that. However, If you don't live in London like me, then you have to think about travel, which won't be overly cheap. I don't drive, so I have to get the train. I have to get the train or a bus to London. Return tickets of those aren't. It's not going to be cheap. Freaking hotel you're going to be staying at. Because the last few times I went out gigging, I've stayed at a hotel because it's just easier than trying to get back to my little home here in Barrie at 11 o'clock midnight at night. It's just easier. And honestly, hotels aren't going to be easy, and that's another £100 down, depending on what hotel you're booking at and where you're going to be staying. And then, honestly, if you're kind of staying there, you've also got food to think about for the day, and you got other things like that. If I go and see a band, I'm going out to the area for the day, kind of thing. I'm going to spend the day there, and no unlikely, I'm going to spend money. And for someone who doesn't live near one of the venues they're playing at, that can easily be £250 to £400 trip once it all adds up. Now, of course, that's not all at once. I mean, that's the other side you got to think about it. It's not being all paid at once. You're not paying this big lump sum. It's being paid. You buy the ticket, freaking probably as soon as they go on sale. So that's good several months in advance, kind of thing. You could probably, if you're having to travel there, like my means, you're probably buying like your train tickets, things like that beforehand as well. Booking hotels. So you can do it in stages. But still, when you add all that money up, that's still a lot of money. Now, then we get to the venue problem. This is the next big problem with big concerts like this. If you're in a seated spot, it's kind of not too bad. You get seated, you have a place, you kind of sat there, and you're good. It's all right. But if you're standing, it's another game altogether. Some people like to hang out the back. Again, so watch from afar kind of thing, and that's not too bad. That area. Other people, me, I'm one of these kind of people. I like to be as close to the stage as I can. I want to be so close, kind of thing, that their sweat is dripping off me, kind of thing. I know it sounds horrible, but it's what I like. I like being at the front of the stage watching the band play, kind of thing. And that comes with a lot of problems, though. The main one is, in metal gigs, especially, the mosh pits tend to be about a couple rows behind the front row. And often not, they can spill into the front row. So if you're in the front row, trying to get a picture or something like that, trying to just enjoy the band, yet you're going to get hit in the back at some point by this mosh pit. You're going to try and push people off, and you can easily get dragged into the mosh pit, which is an incredibly annoying thing. But at the end of the day, it is your money, though. You decide what you want to do with it. And the thing about this is my friend's posts annoyed me at first because while I'm not the biggest Metallica fan, I still quite like quite a lot of their music. And he did rip into one of the big four, a band that has inspired thousands upon millions of people to play music. But I stepped back from it after and realized he was just trying to get people to come support his band. Because he was playing, because as I said at the top of the video, he was arguing about seeing them and going to 2 festivals. He's playing those two. His band's playing those 2 festivals. So I get the whole point, like he's trying to promote the festival a little bit. And he could have done better ways than ripping into one of the biggest bands out there. Kind of thing. But we all have our ways, and that's just kind of it on that side. So, what are your thoughts on this then? So, would you rather spend your money to go see one of the biggest bands play in a massive arena, or do you want to support a local band and go to a festival? A bunch of local bands going to a festival. Do you think ticket prices are starting to get stupid? Or do you think certain bands deserve the money that they're earning now from, or the price of the tickets? Okay, bear in mind that they don't get the full amount of money. You're paying, like I said, £270 for a ticket. Metallica are probably only going to receive a small portion, a certain portion of that kind of thing. Because the rest of that's also going to the venue, stage hands, and things like that, all that kind of stuff. So Metallica are probably going to get a certain chunk of that between the 4 of them. But yeah. So what are your thoughts, though? Would like to know. Links, as always, to my social media will be below. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, Yeti out.